Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Real Watchers live stream for August 27th, 2025. Hope you're
hmm
all doing well this evening. Kevin, it's been a hot minute
it's been
since you've
about
been here.
2 weeks. I put in my PTO for 2 weeks and then I came back. So,
There you go. And it was,
uh-huh.
but the skin of his teeth was able to get that approved. No, I'm
hmm
just kidding. Yeah, hope you're all doing well. Kevin, I know it was a little busy for you, but how's everything been?
still going busy. I have my final on Sunday for my school, and then I will be officially done with school. So just cramming in all of that knowledge in next 4 days. So we'll see how that goes.
There you go. It's been all right over here, and yeah, so
hmm
that's really about it. Otherwise, let's see here. Fox Pixar, do you want to apologize? Reason I got mad for missing out is because someone dragged me to go shopping. Yeah, man, last chance. You do that again, and no, we're not going to put up with it anymore. It's really dumb. But thank you for apologizing. And cool, saw Naked Gun, the newest one, I'm guessing. So awesome. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get into the I was going to say lawsuits, but the stories this week.
Well,
Amazon's facing a lawsuit. The lawsuit filed in Friday in Washington federal court accuses Amazon of misleading consumers. While buy buttons are prominently displayed throughout the purchase process, customers are actually just getting a revocable license. If Amazon loses the rights, your purchased movie could disappear overnight or get replaced with a different version.
hey, it's just me.
This is a common thing that people should know about, but
hmm
uh, I mean, I'm glad that it's getting more attention. This needs to stop because
Yeah.
you shouldn't be buying things digitally anyway. But I mean, hopefully this brings some change at least. I think my roommate and I were talking about this. It will probably lead to the storefronts not saying buy anymore. It'll probably say buy license or something, maybe. That's
Mm.
if Amazon just doesn't try to settle it and, get their way. Because if they get their way, I guarantee you physical media sales are going to continue to go up.
Yeah, because the other thing too is this just means we need more physical media sales. That's it. I mean, it's if they're having digital problems in a digital world, that doesn't mean that they can fix it right away. And there's been a lot of resurgence as well in the Blu-ray and 4K media. I mean, there hasn't been like a downfall. I don't feel like it's just the numbers aren't what they used to be, which is totally understandable. But still, like, if you don't want to pay for streaming services, how else are you going to get these movies? And if
Yep.
you get the wrong one digitally, like that doesn't help the circumstance as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've seen the vinyl sales go up. We've seen everything. So, like,
hmm
and actually, you know what? You want to know who's leading the charge is the generation coming out of high school right now.
Yeah.
They are not happy with streaming and the fact that their stuff disappears and they can't watch stuff. So they have to go and find it. And so, we might see a swing back, but who knows?
I'm so down for that. If there's a swing back in physical media, no,
Oh, yeah.
nothing wrong with it.
100%.
Yeah. Next up, the Gears of War film has received a positive update. It will release after the 2026 game's release, which is cool. I mean, I just want to see where they're going with it. That's the only thing. What story and timeline that they're going to go for. If it's just going to be a one movie or sequels. Hopefully, I don't know about. I don't know. I don't know which one I would like the most. I should say.
Yeah, I don't know either if it's going to be even connected to the game storyline at all. We do know that David Leitch, who is the director of like Bullet Train and The Fall Guy, is attached to direct it, which is a good sign. But they, like I was reading in the interview, they're not going to make the film be able to release before or at the same time as the new game E-Day next year. So it sounds like it's going to be maybe 2027, 2028, but honestly, no idea yet.
No.
But continuing a meteoric rise this year, Sony and Netflix are in official talks to develop a sequel to K-pop Demon Hunters, which is now Netflix's most watched film ever.
I mean, we'll
which
get
is
to the
nuts.
box. We'll get to the box office too about it. But no, it's
We already talked about how they wanted to do two more movies and then a live action and then like like nothing was official. They were just talks. I guess this is like the first official. Yes, we are doing a sequel because Sony just gave this to Netflix essentially for nothing because they had no faith in it, and it is now one of the biggest things they've ever done.
See, I mean, you got to trust the process. I feel like, even though they didn't think it was a hit, Pixar, freaking Netflix put it out there and says, you know what do we have to lose? So you should always, I think, always put movies out there because you never know what type of an audience will like it. Like, what road is it? No, it's Coyote versus Academy. That one.
Coyote versus Acme.
Yeah. Acme. I mean, people want it, but they didn't. It's gonna come out, but I think a little too late.
Yeah, I mean, people are still excited for it, so I really don't see any downside to it whatsoever. But
yeah.
Next up,
Osgood Perkins' next horror film is called The Young People, and it will start filming in early October. The movie follows Sue, whose best friend's a new classmate named Kitty. At first, everything seems perfect, no pun intended, but soon Kitty begins to behave strangely and troubling red flags emerge. Interesting. I mean, I'm down to see it, no matter what. So
yeah, he hasn't had a bad movie yet, and it sounds like I'll be all over it. So still excited for Keeper coming this year too.
Yeah.
All right. Whoop, that is Kevin. I keep hitting all the wrong buttons today. Universal is developing a Knight Rider movie with the creators of Cobra Kai writing and producing. I feel like that feels like a great fit. They already brought one 80s franchise from the dead and back and injected life into it. So
why not?
I'm totally here for that. Depends on who they cast, who they get to direct, and what the car is.
That's the biggest thing. I can't wait to see what car they pick.
I mean, there's a part of me that says, please just make it the same car, but or upgrade it.
Yeah.
But who knows?
But I don't know. Who knows nowadays? Next up, The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 will stream on Netflix starting September 1st. So if you haven't seen The Amazing Spider-Man with, it's not
Andrew Garfield.
Thank you. Andrew, which I think he's one of the better, outspoken or more energetic with his hands and everything like that. It's kind of a Spider-Man. Definitely watch these movies. Some of them, number 2 is not the best, but it's still a good watch.
Next up, the Venice Film Festival has officially started. The only reason I really wanted to talk about this is because the Venice Film Festival has a great track record of launching or helping to start the Oscar campaigns off. These are the films, like a lot of these films that premiere here and debut here are going to kind of be a lot of the front runners that come for Oscars season, at least in terms of the more indie and smaller budget kind of productions. We still don't really know what the Top Gun Maverick or Avatar Way of Water will be this year. I'm sure Avatar Fire and Ash will probably get nominated this year, obviously, but
is this what Flow came out? This is where they showed it at?
I think they probably showed it there. It definitely showed a couple places, so would be excited for that. And honestly, it's really interesting right now. Speaking of K-pop Demon Hunters, that's the front runner for best animated feature right now.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's got really good reviews and it's very popular. And I'm guessing we're going to hear that soundtrack at the Oscars. I hope
that's
one of the best soundtracks of the year.
It is.
But next up,
Thunderbolts director Jake Schreier, has begun pre-production of the MCU X-Men film, utilizing that he's learned from the Thunderbolts. And I mean, he had he directed a great movie of the Thunderbolts. So actually, I can't wait to see him do an X-Men film. I wonder who he's going to pick as X-Men, though. That's what I'm curious about.
We don't know. We know that the cast is not going to be the ones we're getting in Doomsday or anything. It's going to be a whole new, not Avengers, a whole new X-Men cast, and they'll probably be young people. So
I'm down for that.
But he's a great choice. He just did a great teen movie that focused on everyone really well. So I'm all here for it. Next up, I'm so excited for this. I'm sure Kevin is too. Perfect. Why is it not showing? Why is it lagging for me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, there. What the heck? Okay, there we go. Sorry. Perfect Blue is heading back to theaters on October 3rd. A brand new 4K re-release, and
that's
am so excited. I have a huge cinephile film buff friend of mine that I know has not seen this, and so I will be dragging him to the theater for this because it is one of the best thriller movies. Not even just anime, like one of the best thrillers ever. It's a properly good movie. So very excited for this movie. We covered it on Movie Club.
Drive Back.
No, we covered it on Movie Club.
Movie Club, that's what it's called. Is it only for one day though, or is it starting
I don't know.
on October?
I can check Regal real quick, but I doubt they're going to have showtimes just yet. 1 second. October 3rd. That's a Friday. I don't see it on there yet. I think this was just announced in the last couple of days, so would be excited to see it. I mean, at least not at our theater nearby. Let me check, like, I don't know. Probably check bigger one, maybe. 1 second here. I know this is taking a minute for a movie that's already been released, but...
It's a good movie. That's why we're looking it up.
Oh, 100%. I'm not seeing it on there yet, so it'll probably be added at some point. But anyhow, but I will pass it over to Kevin for the next one.
Yeah, next one. Bill Hader's Cat in the Hat gets delayed to November 6, 2026, and it was originally supposed to be released in February of 2026. Couldn't care less, to be honest.
Yep.
Sorry.
Honestly, that wasn't a good trailer, but that is a hefty delay.
Yeah.
I don't know what is going on with that movie. Maybe they had to retool something, but definitely a little rocky for that one.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Speaking of Rocky, Pirates of the Caribbean, the Pirates of the Caribbean film that was going to have Margot Robbie has reportedly been shelved, and they are focusing on a different project now. Rumors are circulating that Johnny Depp could come back as Jack Sparrow, which who knows at this point? It's all conjecture, but the Margot Robbie one has officially been shelved, which I was looking forward to it. I thought she would have been a good addition to the franchise, but I feel like she could have played the daughter of, Will and Elizabeth pretty well. So I don't know, but we'll have to see what they end up doing instead.
Yeah, I mean, it's shelved. That doesn't mean it's in the paper shredder, so that doesn't mean it's not going to come out. So that's what I thought about it. Next up, Super Troopers 3 is happening. That's it.
It's just official that they are going into production at some point. I'm not that big. I mean, I kind of like the first one. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I know there are people who are rabid about this stuff. So
I've never seen any of them, so I can't give my 2 cents.
Honestly, of all the early 2000s movies like that are comedies and raunchy, it holds up surprisingly well. Like it's not like, I don't know. It doesn't go like any weird places or anything. So,
gotcha.
But last story for today is that A24's one of their latest films, Friendship, will be available for streaming on HBO Max on Friday, September 5th. If you want to watch one of the most uncomfortable movie experiences you'll ever watch, because it's just cringy and awkward and socially awkward.
This is the one where you went to the movie theater with, and it was very awkward for you, right?
No, I just went by myself, but it was I was squirming the whole time. But great performances, great writing. It's just definitely if you don't like social anxiety,
don't go see it.
But it's still worth seeing because it's very well done. But that's it for the stories this week. Let's go ahead and see here. Will they bring the Knight Rider theme? Probably.
They'll probably revamp it, and I'm okay with it. Or they'll have like the classic play first at the beginning, and then or the other way around.
Honestly, just do it the same way they did the new Superman movie. Like work in the old theme, but like give it new life.
Yeah,
I think that's the best way to go.
That would be awesome.
Alrighty, but let's go ahead and talk about the trailers that came out this week. We had some pretty big, kind of indie-looking films coming out. Nothing really too big this week. Did you have a chance to watch any of these, Kevin?
I didn't, but I looked them up, I should say, before getting on here, but none of them looked intriguing to me to watch or anything like that. None of them caught my eye, I would say.
Sure. I would say I'm still really excited for A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey. I think that looks like a really fun film, so can't wait to check that one out. Anemone looks fantastic, which is Daniel Day-Lewis's return to acting after 8 years. His son and he wrote the film, and his son's directing it, so really looking forward to that one. And then also, Is This Thing On is Bradley Cooper's newest movie, with
Oh.
Will Arnett playing a struggling comedian, which
Interesting.
looks like it could be an Oscar potential movie. So,
very cool.
But that's it for those. Let's go ahead and Kevin,
Yep.
take us to the box office.
Yeah, the box office going to start with some K-pop here. K-pop Demon Hunters with 18 million here. Weapons coming in at 2 with 15.4 million, still hanging on strong. Freakier Friday with 8.9 million. The Fantastic Four First Step 6 million, and Bad Guys 2 running up the top 5 with a 5.1 million. You know what? I'm kind of surprised Demon Hunters did this well.
I'm not.
I knew it was going to do well, but I didn't know it was going to do that well, which is good for them. I'm not like dogging on them or anything like that.
And these were sing-along showings. They weren't even like regular showings, which is nuts to me. Mm-hmm. But I think that this is going to have a very good award season this year. I really do think that. I mean, and it opened only in 1,700 theaters in the country, which, for example,
crazy.
Something like Weapons opened up in like almost 4,000. So
that's crazy.
That's absolutely nuts. Those screenings went crazy. I've heard a couple people. I'm trying to remember who the big person was. I think Cliff Basinski, who's a video game designer, said that he went to one of the showings with his daughter, and he was like, it was one of the best experiences I've ever had in a theater.
Nice.
And I was like, holy shit. Okay.
I mean, that's awesome for the theater as well. So.
Oh, 100%. As long as they're not being like Minecraft rowdy, you know.
Yeah.
But let's see here. I guess Amblin hasn't done anything with Focus Features. I guess Hamnet is their first. I don't know. Focus Features had Nosferatu back in 2024 at the end of the year, and they may have had something else since then. But All of the Naked Gun at 87 million. I don't know. Let's check. What is the Naked Gun at? Naked Gun currently worldwide is at 88.7. So
nice.
Close.
Good for them.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get into the movies that are coming out this weekend. And up first is Caught Stealing. A burned-out ex-baseball player, Hank Thompson, unexpectedly finds himself embroiled in a dangerous struggle for survival amidst the criminal underbelly of 1990s New York City, forced to navigate a treacherous underworld he never imagined. This looks great. Reviews seem to be pretty good as well, so I can't wait for this one. I think it's just going to be a fun movie.
This is with Austin Butler, correct?
Yeah, Austin Butler, Zoe Kravitz, Matt Smith, and a bunch of other people. So definitely excited. And up next is The Roses, a tinderbox of competition and resentments underneath the facade of a picture-perfect couple is ignited when the husband's professional dreams come crashing down. This looks absolutely hysterical. I really can't wait to see this movie. So definitely looking forward to this one. Up after that is The Toxic Avenger. A horrible toxic accident transforms downtrodden janitor Winston Goose into a new evolution of hero, the Toxic Avenger. This has been getting some pretty decent reviews, and it actually, from what I've been hearing, has some of the most walkouts of any movie I've ever seen, of people leaving the movie during the middle of it, because of the amount of gore in this movie, which is kind of crazy. So, and lastly, we have American Sweatshop. A look at the toll of social media through the eyes of Daisy Moriarty, who, while dealing with the chaotic personal life, finds herself sucked into the underbelly of the internet. This kind of looks like some sort of little indie production. Looks like it might be pretty interesting. Some sort of like, the review here says, a cyber thriller for the doom-scrolling age. That hurts my brain to say out loud.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And with that, it's time to change it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, it had walkouts purely because of the gore. Not because the movie was bad, but because there was so much blood and gore that it made people sick. Kind of like Terrifier 3, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
But Toxic Avenger is more of an action movie rooted in the horror space, so who knows?
Yeah.
But this is an interesting week. Kevin and I are tied with the amount of movies that we saw.
Yep.
We both did not watch a whole lot this week. Obviously, Kevin's got finals and I've got class starting, so it's a little busy right now. But
after Sunday for me, I'll be perfectly fine. I'll be watching a lot more movies. So
Kevin will be beating me in the number of movies he's watching.
I don't beat people. I just watch more movies.
Well, I don't know why you keep bringing the whip over every time, but you
Stop,
do beat
stop.
people.
All right, it's your turn. Let's go.
We'll go ahead and go back and forth, but I'll go first.
Yeah.
We each watched one movie outside the wheels, so I watched Fixed, which is the new Netflix animated movie about dogs taking their friend out for a night of debauchery before he loses his testicles because of getting neutered. This comes to us from the creator of Dexter's Laboratory and Primal and Samurai Jack, and you couldn't tell because those things are good. This is not. It reminds me of like the late 2000s movies that were just raunchy with just how many times can we say the F word and show messed up stuff? Like that's funny, right? No, it's not. This movie has no humor. And I'm glad that we're getting more 2D animated movies like being made, but this isn't the way, folks. This wasn't funny. It wasn't particularly good looking. I mean, the animation is good, but the character designs just aren't that good. And the main character is terrible. I hate the main character in this movie, so I did not enjoy it. Gave it a 20 out of 100. I hope it doesn't affect Genndy Tartakovsky's career going forward, but I mean, hopefully, studio execs remember Primal, which is one of the best animated series ever, and Samurai Jack, which is also one of the best animated series ever. But this just wasn't it.
Nice. Okay. Well, mine was Night of the Creeps, and you want a good horror movie that is just 80s cheese, and this is it. I really enjoyed this movie. It takes two concepts, aliens and zombies, puts them into one, and I was wondering when I was watching this, how could they do it? And they did it actually pretty well, I'm not gonna lie. The concept behind it was really interesting, and then you get some one-liners in there which are pretty good by Atkins, who's a major part in this film, and I like is it David Atkins? Is that his name? I think it is.
I don't know. I don't have to pull it up.
No,
I'll look though.
Your computer's faster than mine. I mean, it's just a good old 80s cheese fest, and I really enjoyed it.
Tom Atkins,
that's his name. And I really enjoyed it, so I gave it a 76 out of 100. It's just a good, like, what were they thinking about in the 80s kind of movie?
Sure. Alrighty, that's it for the non-wheel spin stuff. Wait, I don't get what you mean. Sorry. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get into the wheel spin movies. Kevin, let's go ahead and do your short first.
Yeah, I'll do mine. Droopy's Double Trouble. This is a really funny short, and it's actually really, really short. It's only like a 6-minute short. I've been really grown to like Droopy. I mean, he is a funny character. His voice is absolutely hilarious to me because of how monotone it is. But he brings his brother Drippy in and not Droopy, so you get confused a little bit. And the comedy aspect behind this short is really funny as well. And the animation, though, with the jokes that go along with it is fantastic. I really enjoyed it. I gave it an 87 out of 100.
Alrighty. My short this week was Kitty Corner from 1946. This was a Porky Pig short with some cats that are in his house. Really like the animation on this one. Who is this one directed by? It is a Robert Clampett one. Really enjoyed this one's animation and direction. The back and forth between the cats and Porky is really good. The cats are funny, and it's really interesting to see Porky Pig as a pseudo bad guy for once, which you don't really see ever. But there is one joke that I really loved. There's a movie that I'm really looking forward to watching called Arsenic and Old Lace, which is like a comedy movie from the 30s. And there's the cat in this one is drinking a bottle of wine, and the bottle of wine's label says Arsenic and Old Grapes, which
I think I've seen a short of this, or bits and pieces of this short.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I really liked it, so really enjoyed this one. So I gave it an 80. But
nice.
So Kevin, we got to talk about this.
Yes.
Kevin was unable to find his wheel spin movie, which was Angel's Egg.
Yeah.
Which or Angel Egg or Angel's Egg, I can't remember. Which sucks because that movie is supposed to be really good. It is getting a theatrical re-release sometime next month or in November, I think, actually.
And then HBO Max is going to have it on in September 1st.
Really?
That's what I saw. Yeah.
Well, then there you go. So hopefully we'll get a chance to watch it later. But instead,
Yeah, I watched Attack of the Killer Donuts. This movie's just cheese all around. It's not a good movie, but it looked like they were having a fun time making this movie, and that's why I gave it a little bit more credit than credit is due. The CGI is absolutely atrocious. The acting is absolutely atrocious, but it looked like they were having so much fun on set, and I can feel the energy behind the camera or doing the post editing with the CGI, saying, "Hey, this would be funny if this happened here," and they go, "Let's do it," because they have no higher up controlling them. And it's just a funny movie that you pop on with your friends and you go, "What the hell is going on?" So I give it a 22 out of 100. But still, it's a good movie, just not. It's not really a good movie, if that makes sense.
sure. All right, for me, I got the 1980s film Can't Buy Me Love, which is, if you've ever seen a movie about 1980s, like a romantic comedy in high school, you've seen this movie. It's a cliche-ridden bore fest, and what really sucks about this movie is that it's not unique in any way. This movie feels like it is this conglomeration of, oh, that movie did something cool, oh, that movie did something cool, let's copy that, and then not even change the name on the homework. Right? It just feels plagiarized almost. Like, I've seen this movie hundreds of times. I could tell you everything that was going to happen. The cast is fine. Patrick Dempsey and Amanda Peterson are good, and they have decent chemistry, but they don't explore anything. They don't, there's nothing new here to capture your attention, really. It doesn't take any chances. It feels like a safe bet as opposed to something trying to push the envelope. Like, oh, these high school kids are dumb. We can just make a movie that copies the same thing with different people and we'll get some money. It's like going in for a handshake, and this movie has a limp wrist instead of like a firm handshake. It messes up the landing. It's also got it's got a bunch of cliche moments. The nerds standing up to the bullies in the cafeteria. There's far better 80s high school movies. Kevin just watched, Ferris Bueller's Day Off not too long ago, and that's far better than this. So, 40. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not good either.
It's not good.
Right down the middle. So, but that is going to be it for the Wheelspin movies. Let's go ahead and see some comments here. Because you said something. Oh, I forgot he did.
Hotel.
You're right. Did a Porky Pig short in 2021. Cool.
Nice.
Wait, it's not just tomatoes. It's donuts. That means there will be a crossover.
Yes.
I know they're doing Attack of the Killer Tomatoes 3, so who knows? It's always possible. Yeah. But let's go ahead and get to our last and favorite part of the show, which is
the spinning of the tire that looks like it has too many LEDs on it, which is a wheel.
Okay, there we go. We get a new one every week, folks. Joey texted me, who was unable to be here this week because of some internet issues, but he has already put a movie on here. Radio Flyer from 1992 is on the list, so that is on here. But we'll go ahead and give it 2 minutes or so. So if anyone has anything that they would like to throw on here, go ahead and do so now. Let's try and leave it to one movie per person. Kevin, what the hell kind of movie are you looking for this week?
Let's see. I'm looking at our list right here. You know what? Maybe an action movie would be nice to see. Nice classic action movie. I don't know if we have a lot of those on there, actually.
There might be some.
I mean, it's
you can always
Halloween.
land on one like I pick for you too.
That's true. You can always can't go wrong with any horror movie, because especially Halloween's almost coming up. So can't wait to start watching all of those movies.
Yeah, I gotta start putting together my list for my spooky month thing.
Are you gonna try to do all new horror movies?
I mean, I'm not gonna rewatch stuff, so yeah, they're all stuff for the first time.
Okay.
Luckily, around Halloween, they put a lot of the horror movies on stuff, so it shouldn't be too hard. I haven't seen a couple. I haven't seen Halloween 3 through like H2O or whatever. I haven't seen like a majority of the Friday the 13th. I haven't seen I haven't seen like the 4th Nightmare on Elm Street on. There's a couple of Texas Chainsaw movies I haven't seen. So like there's stuff I have on top of like the artsy stuff and on top of like the schlock. You know, there's a lot to go through, but
Gotcha.
alrighty. But it's been almost 2 minutes and no one has said anything, so we'll go ahead and we'll get Kevin's short first.
Yep. I'm gonna land on a short the second time around, so not this time.
Okay. We'll see if that comes true.
I actually might land on one now.
You landed on a short.
Yeah.
The Milky Waif. Or wife, I don't know. The Milky Waif. Alrighty.
Sounds like a Milky Wafer.
Or a Milky Way bar.
Way baller.
Alrighty, and we'll go ahead and spin for my short. I'm not familiar with Milky Waif.
Nope, me neither.
I'm guessing it's a joke on like Milky Way, like the galaxy. Oh my god, did I land on one too? Oh my gosh!
Damn, that's the first time this has happened.
That's never happened, even when it was like a lot less things. Alrighty, let's go ahead and we're gonna spin for films. Kevin?
Yes.
I'm
ready. Oh, it's a Tom and Jerry short.
Well, there you go.
What did I get?
You can't pick for yourself.
Can't pick for myself.
So spin again. I mean, you do that anyway outside the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't make sense.
Oh, that has a K next to it.
Underwater!
Is that the one with Kristen Bell? Not Kristen Bell. Thank you.
Yeah, surprisingly decent movie, actually. I'm curious to see what you think of it. Right.
I'm not going to go in the water anytime soon after that, probably. So.
I mean, you're fine in your pool. This one takes place like 6 miles underwater or whatever.
No,
so.
You never know.
I mean, I would never. You couldn't pay me to go down there. Alrighty, and my film. Yeah, we covered underwater back on the drive back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a surprisingly decent one. Ooh!
Oh god, I wasn't ready. Let's see here.
Kevin is picking for moi.
Is this... No. We've already seen that one.
I'm waiting.
I know. I have to look. I'm sorry. I was not ready. Yeah.
Was Underwater the last film to use the 20th Century Fox name? I don't think so. Let me check. Actually, yes, it was. That was the last one to use the 20th Century Fox banner.
Damn.
Then it became 20th Century Studios afterward. So.
Okay. Okay. You know what? Did you watch Barefoot Jen? I remember we had it on the wheel spin, but I don't know if you could watch it anywhere.
The animated one?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it's on anything right now.
It's on Pluto. At least that's where I'm seeing it.
I have Pluto selected. I don't know why it wouldn't be on. Let me check.
Yep. It's on Pluto for me.
No, then yeah, I
Barefoot
have access
Jen.
to it.
There you go.
Alrighty. So my movie will be Barefoot Jen. Alrighty. So this week, Kevin will be watching the short The Milky Waif, and we'll be watching the film Underwater from 2020. I will be watching the short No Parking Hair and the animated film Barefoot Jen. So that is going to be it for the live stream this week. So thank you all so much for watching. Of course, we do have our movie club episode coming out on Friday, which we're going to be covering on Movie Club, our first MCU movie. We're going to be talking about Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. So make sure you're subscribed to know when that goes live. And of course, this stream comes live every week at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So thank you so much for watching. And until next time, please remember to keep those eyes on the screen. Have a great night, everyone.